BunchaSquares Season 5. Yes, we're back here still. Or we're here still. Or we're back. Oh, no. Words. I'm struggling today, okay? We're nearly there. We've nearly got enough coal. I've been here for so long. The rates on this are okay. But I don't want to do a third layer. I mean, we could, but I'm not going to. No. What I've decided to do is, whilst waiting for these to spawn, instead of just sitting here and watching Attack on Titan, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. You see, there's other things that we could be doing while we're waiting for a bunch of wither skeletons to spawn. Let's make this a little bit bigger first. After placing all that gravel, we now have 2 rooms. This room, and over here, whoops, this room. And we've still got loads of these to kill. Now, in this room over here, we're going to be just making a small little place for Nether Wart to grow. And we're simply, whoops, just going to place some soul sand, top of which we're going to grow some Nether Wart. Right, that'll do for this room. Yeah, it's not the best Nether Wart farm in the world, but it'll just be nicely growing in the background while we're killing off these. But in this room, I want to build Basalt Farm. Now, the Basalt Generator we're going to be building is from a tutorial by Kuza88. There'll be a link in the description. It's a really, really good tutorial. Well, with the lava flowing in directly from the nether, we now have a basalt generator. I haven't got the most efficient pickaxe at the moment, but for only doing it for a couple of seconds, we're already over 2 stacks. So it's not doing too bad. And it means we've got something to do while we wait for this lot to come down here. And it won't be long until I have enough coal. We're getting closer to the tower. So this is me for the foreseeable future. Good job I started watching Naruto Shippuden.
One eternity later.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We did it. We did it.
We did it! Yeah, Loisimos! We did it! We did it! Yeah!
Not only did we get enough coal, but we've also got enough basalt. In fact, we've got more than enough basalt. We've also got quite a few bone blocks. If only coal was as quick as bones. The only thing we haven't got is, well, enough of these. Because that's not as productive as I would have hoped. But I've been thinking, I wonder, isn't that this? Let's find out. It is. Oh, well, in that case, deforestation complete. Not sure if it's going to be enough, but it was a lot quicker than waiting for nether warts to grow. Just seal this back up. I really need some more shulkers. Wonder if anyone's got any for sale. Turns out nobody's got any shulker boxes for sale. Maybe there's a hole in the market. But it got me thinking. I actually have a shop currently. I wonder how it's doing. Here we are at my temporary wither skull and nether star stall. I know, catchy, isn't it? Oh, hello. Look at that. Take my money. I don't need this, but I want to buy. What? and shortchanged me. What does that say? 3 for 6 diamonds? Who's this? Who has shortchanged me? So we've got 64 take my money and 44 I don't need this, but I want to buy. Ridiculous shortchanging me. Oh my word. I'm rich. This is the most money I've ever made on any SMP. Oh. And no shulker boxes to spend it on. First better restock. And luckily, we have the stock. Much better. We've got some stock at least. Hopefully that'll keep them happy. I've looked through my inventory and I have managed to find a couple of shulker boxes that I've been able to empty. And now, for the next part. Through this here door, I have, well, carved out a little bit of a room. See, I need to smelt a lot of netherrack. And for that, we're going to need some kind of smelter setup. And that's what we're going to build in here in the form of a time lapse. And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and we've made a few changes. Yes, we have a furnace room, and we've kind of decorated it. We've made it look a bit more interesting in here. Now, this furnace array is by a guy called Frillioth. I often use this furnace. It's really, really good. And if you'd like to see the tutorial on it, I'll put a link in the description. But essentially, it's 16 furnaces with a little lever here, which means that we can lock all of these and take the XP, which is great, because that means we can mend things. And over here, we've got a lovely little lava farm, so we can fuel this bad boy. But you can fuel it with just about anything by just sticking it all in this one. Let's put all this netherrack in the items input and watch it go. And here it all comes in. Nether brick. I just hope I've got enough. Here we are, back in my little lofty area. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some nether brick. And we're going to get some of this nether wart block. We're going to make this all into nether wart. Combine it with the nether brick to make some red nether bricks. Right, that's 32. 570 to go. That's all the red nether brick collected. Full disclosure, I may have got everything else I needed. There's the red nether bricks and a load of nether rack. I've got black wool, cobbled deep slate. Oh, I've got it all. And now to move it all to where I want it. Here we are in the part of the BunchaSquares server where all the towers are. We've got these 3 gorgeous towers here. We've got one that's being hit by a baseball bat. We've got this lovely enchanted tower with Chinese style lanterns going around, which look pretty, but we don't do in real life because they're ecologically dangerous. And we have the biggest tower of them all right here. It's an Adventure Time reference. Work in progress. It looks pretty cool though, as they all do around here. And for the longest time, I've wanted to join in with this tower off. So I've managed to move all the stuff that we've collected and stuck it on top of this here snowy hill. And here it is, as chess monsters go. It's not that big. I've seen bigger. Organised-ish. But we've got lots of blacks and greys. It's going to look very ominous. So without further ado, let's get on with this build. I'm so looking forward to this thing. there anything better than that satisfying sound of mud being broken? Just listen to it. Mojang, you make the best sounds. Oh, the towers are all done. But I was thinking, instead of just doing a tower on a snowy hill, maybe we do some Flazzerty terraforming. I know, scary, but we're going to give it a go. So I'm just going to collect some of this, and we're going to need something else. And that something else is just by the starter base. Yes, it's wheat. I got a funny feeling, though, this isn't going to be enough. Nearly 2 stacks. That's not going to be enough. So we've built this. I would have made it bigger, but that's Jinx's base. Sorry, Jinx. I didn't know. But terrible planning aside, let's see if this is enough. Nearly 11 stacks. Still not enough. I think we're going to have to go redstone for this. Redstone? Done. Yes, this little contraption should bring me all the wheat I need, thanks to a YouTuber called Speaker4. There'll be a link in the description to Speaker4's tutorial. The only thing that's missing is I've got to put bone meal in here. So I filled it full of the bone meal that I had on me. And now we're just going to put a little bit of a seed in there. What should happen is I place the seed, the whole thing starts. It bone meals the seed, retracts the piston, a seed and wheat pop off, and we just replace a seed. So there's a seed. I think it's working. Well, I'm getting lots of seeds. Turn it off. Oh, look at that. Instantly 45 wheat. I think we're on to a winner. And it's not really using that much bone meal. Okay. Let's see how much we can make. Well, in less than a minute, we've made 4 stacks. This absolutely chews through the bone meal, but luckily, we've made a farm that makes a lot. Yeah, that should do. And we've got a nice little bit of byproduct as well, which is handy. Well, this thing is absolutely amazing because in less than an hour, we've managed to convert all the mud to packed mud. So I think we're just about ready for yet another time lapse. There it all is. Spikes and eruptions, and you're kidding me. Now, where was I? Oh yes, we've got spikes coming out of the snow. Let's land on a nice bit of snow where I don't sink. There we go. Yes, they're made out of packed mud, brown mushroom. We've got some jungle stripped logs and with some jungle planks. all making this nice higgledy-piggledy assortment of brown. And I like them. But it's taken a long while to build all that and to put these in. Months it's taken. I've only had more time. I like them. I think they've turned out really, really well. Definitely adds to the place. But we're not finished. Oh, no, there's still more I want to do. It's just kind of run out of time. I don't think you want to see yet another time lapse. I do have plans to get rid of the snow. And yes, I know snow will still fall in the area, but it's going to add to the ambience. It's kind of like a particle effect. There'll just be no snow on the ground. I've got to come up with a way of getting rid of it from there. But I like the idea that every now and again, there's going to be these particles in the air. It kind of adds to it because it's not leaving anything. Look, it makes sense in my head, and that's where it matters. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with all this space, because I don't want it just to be a folly, as it were. I want there to be a reason for this, and I've got a very good idea of what I want to put in here. I just don't know how yet. But that will be for the next episode. This episode is done. So all that's left to say, really, is thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I've really enjoyed building all this, although it took an immense amount of time. And I really like how it's turned out. And ignore the arrow. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing and becoming part of the Flazzerty team. Until the next one, bye for now. Bye.